gentlemen. I'm going to do a quick YouTube video here. The rain is actually starting. Come out here to make a video and immediately it starts raining, so we'll have to make it kind of quick, even though it is kind of a light drizzle. But I wanted to talk about the Patreon page. I have been putting a ton of content on there since I erected it. Multiple hours worth of video content that you will not find here on the public YouTube channel. This month's content is going to be dedicated primarily to recipes and stuff. I've already got a few posted on there. I think I have close to 20 recipes on the main Patreon interface from the previous months. But this month I'm going to be doing a ton of stuff with you know, baking, elixirs, different potions, teas, dinners. I'm going to show you guys how I like to cook my vegetables, how I like to eat, just in general. So also going to be showing you guys the bamboo utensils upgrade and just a lot of stuff on how to upgrade your home. A lot of people, when they get into health, they focus primarily on diet and water. There's so much more to health than that. The households here in the Matrix actually work against us. We have paints in the house that contain volatile organic compounds that leach out into the homes. The beds contain fire retardants and a handful of different very dangerous chemicals. Carpets are made with fibers that are not healthy. The dust in your house. There's just there's so many things that need to be addressed aside from just eating and drinking clean water, and I really get into that more on the Patreon page. So the Patreon page is pretty much the expansion pack of the public Sacred Serpent YouTube channel, where I go a little bit deeper about stuff. There's multiple 1-hour rants, a lot of stuff that, again, you will not find here on the public YouTube channel. So I wanted to make just a quick little advertisement for that. It's $5 a month. There's a couple different reward tiers. There's a $5 a month one, there's a $20 a month reward tier where I will make you a personalized video talking about whatever it is you want me to talk about. The Patreon page is just a little bit more hands-on, and it will allow you to have direct communication with me. Unlike the public YouTube channel, I do my best to get back to people's comments, but lately I've had so many, and a lot of them are so long that I just don't have the time to skim through them all and read them all and give answers the way I wish I could. With Patreon, it's a little bit different. Again, it's more hands-on, and you have direct communication with me. So this is just a way for me. It's basically a donation to my channel that I'm providing, a monthly service where you in return get hours of content that you won't find here on the public YouTube channel. So just going to throw out a little bit of advertisement here for that. It's www.patreon.com/Sacred Serpent. I put a link in the beginning of the video. I'm going to put one at the end and in the description box if you're interested. Even if you're not really interested, I think going over on the page and checking it out can, you know, maybe you will become interested, is what I'm getting at. But you expect anywhere from 2 to 6 hours of private video content on the Patreon page each month. I talk about things like Kundalini, recipes, diet, fasting, colon cleansing, herbalism, water therapy, ton of stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Grounding, exercises I like to talk about on there. Just again, it's like the expansion pack for the public YouTube channel, where I go into a little bit more sensitive information. But again, you guys, the houses here in the Matrix are actually working against us. There's so many things in the house that are unhealthy, that are so subtle, that I think the average American, you know, these things are so subtle and innocent looking that most people won't really pick up on the fact that their carpets are highly toxic, the paint in their house is highly toxic, the tap water in their house is highly toxic, the electronics, the amount of electromagnetic energy in the homes. There's always a way to negate this stuff. There's always a way to nullify and mitigate this the toxicity. So we spend a large portion of our life in the home, and if your home's not really giving back to you if your home's taking away your health, then you obviously need to assess the situation. If you're serious about getting healthy, do a little bit of research and start just slowly changing things. Get away from the metal utensils, go more towards ceramic cookware and ceramic knives even, or bamboo. Bamboo knives, bamboo utensils, bamboo cutlery and cookware is awesome. So actually, I think I mentioned this at the beginning of the video. There's a recent video I posted on the Patreon page showing about how my fiance and I just completely redid all of the she got rid of all of the metal utensils and things like that, all the junky cookware, and she totally went out of her way to invest in bamboo and things like ceramic pots and pans and things like that. And you can definitely notice a difference using this stuff. You feel better. You're not putting metal in your mouth. When you put metal in your mouth, or even when you cut metal, or when you cut fruits and vegetables, herbs, you name it, with metal, it actually disassociates the electromagnetic energy in this stuff and affects the biomagnetic energy in the fruits, the vegetables, the minerals, you name it. So there's a reason why this stuff is so mainstream, all this junk. They're poisoning us. Whether it's indirect on their part or not, it doesn't matter. The stuff is still poisoning us. Like the tampons with the phthalates, the dioxins, and the BPA, the inorganic cotton sprayed with herbicides, you name it. Why are they doing this to all these products? You go into the store with some knowledge in your head and you know some of this stuff, you can go into the store and once you realize that 95% of the stuff in the store is laced full of toxicity that has been linked to accelerating the susceptibility of cancers, problems, diabetes, mental disorders, blood problems, liver problems, kidney problems, it's like, what the hell's going on here? It's as if this entity has taken over this food supply system and is terraforming our genetics through these genetic these genetic altering foods as some type of experiment. It's almost like we are an experiment. That's why I advocate, condone, and recommend getting towards more of a naturalistic lifestyle by going vegan. What do you have to lose by going vegan? You have nothing to lose, everything to gain. But for most people, their minds, their indoctrination, their inculcation, their programming, their bamboozlement by the culture, by their friends, by their family, by the education systems growing up, these people have been taught that they need to eat animal products when you don't. We have been conned as a species. We believe things that aren't true, and we use these false beliefs to dictate how we navigate through this matrix, through this physical dimension. And we've bought into a large extent to the whole food pyramid logic, which is nothing more than a New World Order gene disruptor template for people to follow so that they can dumb down their endocrine system, their glandular system, their health, their immunity, you name it. We were not designed to eat meat. We were not designed to eat dairy. The human body can last just as well, the body can live just as long on a vegan diet, in my opinion, much longer than eating dead carcass pumped full of hormones, antibiotics, and vaccines. The milk, which has a multitude of pus CCs in it, it's just a crazy, crazy time to be living. We have all the options, or not all of them, but we have access to be able to live a healthy lifestyle if we choose to. People can do their own research, dig a little bit deeper. You've got to look past the surface. Otherwise, you're going to fall short to the insanity out here and eat all the garbage that everyone else is eating. We are one of the sickest nations on the planet, and look at what we eat. Standard American foods. The Standard American Diet stands for SAD, S-A-D, Standard American Diet. And it is sad because it promotes cancers, promotes diabetes, promotes the coagulation and dumbing down of the blood. It's horrible. Stop, Mirage. Pup's getting loud. But I'm going to wrap this one up, you guys. If you're interested in more content, go over to www.patreon.com/sacredserpent and become a Supreme Access member for $5 a month. Peace.